Presidents, Prime Ministers, Excellencies, colleagues, friends, citizens of Kosovo, it is my particular honor and my burden to speak immediately after the 42nd President of the United States. If any of you here are ever given that opportunity, I would humbly encourage you to decline. Today we mark the 20th anniversary of the conclusion of NATO's Operation Allied Force and the arrival of NATO's Kosovo Force, KFOR. We acknowledge with respect NATO allies' commitment and sacrifices here these last 20 years. Without KFOR providing a safe and secure environment and freedom of movement in Kosovo, efforts to secure lasting peace and promote reconciliation would be fruitless. NATO intervened after all other diplomatic and political efforts were exhausted. The United States supported this action only as a last resort after we made every diplomatic effort to compel the Milosevic regime to end its brutal campaign of atrocities. Those assembled here know all too well that the circumstances in 1999 demanded action to end the severe humanitarian catastrophe that was unfolding. The goal of NATO's intervention was clear and limited in scope: to save innocent lives and preserve peace, freedom, and stability in Europe. On this solemn anniversary, we remember the many people who were displaced, injured, killed, or went missing. We offer sincere condolences to all those who lost loved ones. Today, let us renew our pledge to honor their memory by working together to build a future of peace and prosperity for their children and grandchildren. 20 years ago, it would have been difficult to imagine that today we would gather here in Europe's youngest capital to celebrate the milestones reached and to look optimistically toward the future. Kosovo's citizens have demonstrated their country can be a reliable partner for the international community, committed to building democratic institutions and advancing on the path of Euro-Atlantic integration. U.S. support for a sovereign, independent Kosovo remains firm and advances the goal of a stable, secure, and prosperous Western Balkans. This policy has long enjoyed bipartisan support in America, and we're proud of the enduring investments the American people have made in Kosovo's development. We reject the cynical concept that the only way to move the region forward is by turning the clock back on Kosovo's independence. Similarly, we reject the idea that Kosovo's future lies in merger with another state. The purveyors of such notions would have you believe that Kosovo is incapable of maturing into a fully independent member of the international community and serving as the anchor of stability in the region the U.S. believes it can be. On the 20th anniversary of the end of the war and the arrival of KFOR, it is time to shift attention from the past to what lies ahead. Today, I challenge you to consider what a brighter future for your young country looks like. Because ultimately, it is up to the citizens of Kosovo to define your own destiny. The United States will be by your side, but the days are long gone when the United States, the EU, NATO, or the UN will or should step in to shoulder burdens or make decisions that are the responsibility of Kosovo's leaders and its citizens. Building a better future for this country depends on an unassailable commitment to the rule of law. A strong democracy demands transparent governance, accountability for all, and the rejection of impunity. The well-off or well-connected should not have special privileges when it comes to the consistent application of the law. Leaders must tackle the country's real and pressing economic challenges, creating energy security and a business climate in which local entrepreneurs, as well as foreign investments, can thrive, and harnessing the talents and aspirations of this country's youthful population. Progress also requires a redoubled commitment by leaders in Pristina and Belgrade to work together to ensure the protection of national minorities and deliver accountability to those responsible for war crimes and human rights abuses. Pristina and Belgrade must also work together on behalf of all victims and their families to ensure access to justice and to provide full information about the fate of their loved ones. Leaders must put aside nationalist rhetoric